As I've argued before, we should generally seek to individuals the greatest possible amount of liberty, because individuals can best judge their own interests, and because individuals are best positioned to be the most responsible managers of their own affairs. At a practical level, individuals generally know their own affairs better than anyone else. But I think there is a deeper and perhaps more profound argument for liberty, both in general and in this specific case. A more important argument than practical effectiveness. Now, liberty in general can play a critical role in the development and practice of the virtues. A virtue is a positive quality of character, perhaps the most famous being the four cardinal virtues highlighted by various ancient thinkers: prudence, courage, justice, and temperance. Though there may be disagreement about the origins of these concepts, and though they're rarely explicitly discussed in this place, I think we would all accept their importance. A society characterized by wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control is naturally a better society, one in which people have the means to more effectively pursue their own happiness and the happiness of others, and one in which strong and good communities can fulfill functions that the government otherwise would have to. Now, virtues are like muscles. A person who has never had to exercise self-control, for example, will be less likely to know how to exercise it when situations arise when it is necessary. The more that a virtue muscle is used, the stronger that it gets. I generally doubt the ability of government to make all-wise decisions, but even if I had more faith in the wisdom of the state, I would still wish for a society with as much liberty as possible. Because a society in which the state removes all possible temptation, occasion for injustice, need for courage, etc., is certainly a worse society, because it is one devoid of the practice of virtues, practice which will always be necessary in one situation or another, practice which is necessary to make perfect. Now, it's clear from some of the comments made by advocates of an expanded pension plan that many of those motivating this change actually want to create a society in which private savings for retirement are not necessary, one in which the practice of putting money aside for the future is not necessary, or at least less necessary, because the government is doing it for you. This removes one of the most vital ways in which many people learn and practice the virtues of prudence and temperance. The process of denying yourself things that you want in order to save for the future is certainly challenging, but recognizing the need for savings and learning to do that helps one to become a better person, more wise, more temperate, and more self-controlled. And the qualities of character or virtues that one learns by saving money are important and useful. They help us to develop prudence and temperance in other areas of life. Now, any government policy which purports to remove the need for people to develop certain virtues, I would argue, is deeply injurious to the social good. By robbing people of the means to save through this payroll tax, and by communicating to people that they no longer need to save, this government is taking away tools which I see as vital for the creation of a good society.